And unfortunately, the Phenac Stadium is no longer a thing in this game because it has been replaced by the Railgun Tower. But we're going to go inside anyway because this is the only place that we have not explored yet. Hello there. Didn't anyone tell you to stay out? Well, time to heal again. So one thing to know about the Phenac Stadium, it's considered a Colosseum in Pokemon Colosseum, but as I mentioned before, that is no longer the case in this game, as everything has been moved to the Railgun Tower. The Railgun Tower did exist in Colosseum, and there's a lot more, and supposedly there's a lot more that you can do in the Railgun Tower in Colosseum, and that I guess they made it smaller. I guess I don't know. I don't know the exact details because I've never played Colosseum. But anyway, here's TM13. That is Ice Beam, which actually I'm gonna take advantage of that right now. I guess I could teach Brick Break to Mallow as well if I wanted to. But let's go ahead and teach Ice Beam to Dalton. And I'll get rid of Aurora Beam, because Aurora Beam isn't that good of an ice move. Alright, let's see. Let's see how capable Mallow is for Brick Break here. Okay, so Mach Punch is 40 power, this is 75 power. Hey, you know I'll take that. For the record, I did get Brick Break from the Pirate Colosseum, for those who want a refresher on where I got that from. Okay, that's the exit, okay. Anyway, speaking of, let's go ahead and switch my team for a little bit here. Let's go ahead and put Naui up front. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Alright, with that being said, let's see what's going on here. You can't have our videotapes. You cannot do this to the press. I know, right? The right to have a press. For a prisoner, you're rather hard-nosed. A prisoner. She's the prisoner. It just wouldn't do to have these tapes broadcast to the public. I have been promised the position of Aura's governor by none other than Master Gravel. So you must understand, it wouldn't do to have it known that I have muzzled the citizens of Phenac. Well, you kind of already are, so sooner or later, everyone's going to find out. Yeah, don't underestimate the power of free press. Stakes its very existence on delivering the truth for justice. It will get the news out. Why, hello there. Are you the dastardly child that won't stop fooling in our affairs? This guy's name is Agrog. Wow, what a name. And the guy that's talking, his name is Snattling. Man, what names that this game has, honestly. Playtime is over. Shadow Pokemon. Did you get that on tape? Of course not! This was an unexpected turn of events. How could you possibly get that on camera? Cameron. See, that's the most normal name in this game that I've seen so far. Well, I guess Emily's another normal name. And I guess Jovi. Jovi isn't that weird of a name either. Well, that's too bad for you, because you're the one who's causing all the trouble anyway. So at this point, you pretty much deserve Master Gravel, whoever this guy is, to see this. All right, this is the second admin battle in the game. This time we are against Snattling. Snattling starts off, well, yeah, Snattling has 5 Pokemon. He starts off with Lantern and Quagsire. Lantern is the evolved form of Chinchou. Let's see, let's go for... I'm going to take out the Quagsire first, because that Quagsire is going to be a major pain in the butt. Alright, yeah, okay. So Lantern is on level 26. Water Electric type with Water Gun, Shockwave, Facade, and Flail. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Everybody keeps saying that I've been pronouncing it wrong the entire time, and I guess I have been pronouncing it wrong the entire time. Okay, next up is a Shadow Lunatone. Level 25, Rock Psychic type with Shadow Wave, Shadow Shed, and Shadow Sky. Lunatone is a very fantastic rock psychic type to have on your team. I would use it on my team, but I already have a psychic type, so I'm not going to be doing that. Facade is a really powerful move if the user is inflicted with a status ailment. Let's see. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's go and paralyze the Lunatone, just to be a bit on the safe side here. Oh man, did not take out the Lantern. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and paralyze the Lunatone right here. So that way it's gonna give us a better chance of catching it. I've not been taking advantage of that much. That's because I did not have to at any point. Shadow Sky is an extremely annoying move. It is considered a weather move, and in Pokemon games, when weather is in play in battle, then certain Pokemon are affected by the weather. In this case, since Shadow Sky is a weather Pokemon, any Pokemon except for hold on. Yeah, okay. Any Pokemon except for Shadow Pokemon get inflicted damage from Shadow Sky. And what sucks is that there's an animation for every time a Pokemon is going to get hurt by the Shadow Sky. It is so annoying in this game. Okay, anyways, next up is Castform. Castform is on level 27, normal type, with Water Pulse, Shockwave, Icy Wind, and Weather Ball. I guess Weather Ball is, like, allows the Castform to change into a certain weather form, or whatever. I don't really know how that works. Castform is a very interesting Pokemon. That's what I know. Okay, I'm gonna use the time to catch the Lunatone now. Let's go and use the Ultra Ball this time around, since I know that Lunatone is gonna be a harder Pokemon to catch. And then I'm gonna go use Brick Break on the Castform here. So hopefully I can catch the Lunatone. It is paralyzed, so it should increase my chances at catching this Lunatone. Bam! There we go. Just like that. We have a lot of Shadow Pokemon throughout this event. Alright, and finally, we have the strongest in his team, the Metang. Level 28, Steel Psychic type with Metal Claw, Thunder Punch, Confusion, and Scary Face. I'm not looking forward to this Pokemon in particular. Because it only has one weakness, which is fire. Well, actually, no. It technically has another weakness, which is ground. I'm gonna go ahead and switch Naui out. So I'm gonna go ahead and send out K, and then I guess we'll probably, we could probably go for a Brick Break as well. It's gonna do normal effective damage because of the Steel type. So might as well. And this is the point where the difficulty really spikes up, because we were fighting like level 20 Pokemon in Phenac City, and then you fight Snattling, who's like a ridiculous level at this point. So you should probably do some training if you're low level coming into this fight, because you'll probably struggle, most likely. I know I struggled during my blind playthrough because I was definitely under level at this point when I got here, but thankfully I was able to succeed this fight first try on my blind stream. Alright, so let's go ahead and use Ember here. And there we go. And with that is Snattling taken care of. And we're gonna get a few Pokemon up to level 30. There we go. Mallow's on level 30. And I think now he's on level 35, which is nice. Oh man, that pose, I like that. How is this possible? I've never seen a child so strong. But no matter. Surely I've got Gorgon enough time. Okay, so we have another admin. There's a lot of admins for Team Cipher. Is it really necessary for Cipher to have this many admins in the entire game? You kept them from taking our videotapes. We got some explosive footage. My name's Marcia. We were gathering news in Phenac when Cipher caught us and brought us here. But there's a silver lining in this. We managed to capture your heroics on tape. Right? Yes! I got everything this time. During that battle. And you better do that. You better do that before bad stuff happens. And what's that? There's something shining on the ground. There's something on the floor. It is an elevator key. That's how we're gonna save everybody in Phenac City. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of this reminds me of Seaside Town in Super Mario RPG, where the moment you enter that place, you see these like weird-looking toads. And they pretend to act like they're citizens of Seaside Kingdom, or Seaside Town. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking Mario Odyssey all of a sudden. What the heck? It turns out that those strange toads have taken over the residents of Seaside Town. I remember that part. That's exactly what that reminds me of. What? Oh, right. I'm a dummy. Okay, this throws me off every single time. But you put the elevator key on the chair because that's what I'm talking to at the moment, and there we go. The elevator works again. All right, it is time to save everybody. Let's do this. And I had enough of this crazy music. Although I have to admit, this music's really cool. This is Mayor Tress. Yes, I sent that scoundrel Snattling packing. That's quite amazing. Does that mean we could finally leave this miserable place? Indeed we can. Let us all thank someone heartily, then get out of here. I thank you sincerely. And then apparently everybody else's thank yous aren't that important. Yep, that close. We owe it all to you. Okay, very well. I'll be sure to do that. You must be the gym leader of this place. Okay. So we get Justy's number. Uh-huh. That makes a little bit of sense that they want to hide every single evidence that Cipher is coming back. According to what the people say, there's something in the desert around here. Okay, I'll be sure to do that. Oh, what do we got here? I came from Agate to take my granddaughter home, but just as I got to Phenac, I was caught up in this whole affair. Thank you so much, we could finally return to Agate. Okay, so the daycare is now open in Agate, so if you want to go ahead and raise your Pokemon, now's the time to do that. Unfortunately, breeding and getting eggs do not work in this game whatsoever, if you're into that stuff. The fake that looked just like me was standing here? Yes. She wasn't as pretty as me. I bet. She was definitely not as pretty as you. I will admit that. I think you're the most beautiful person in the whole gym. Yeah, don't fall asleep in class. You know, there was one time in 9th grade where I was so bored in my geography class, and so like I was asleep, and so yeah, I was asleep, and the girl that was sitting in front of me saw me sleeping, and pushed my head off my desk, and so my desk was like, so my head was like floating in air. Yeah, it was floating on air. And then, because, like, my head was, like, weighing my body down, it was also weighing the desk down as well. And, yeah. And then, yeah, so my body was being weighed down from my head being, like, up in the air, for being in the air. And it was also weighing my desk down as well. And then, oh, you were not trapped underground. That's cool. You can still heal up here, by the way. Okay, I'm getting off topic, but basically, after that, that's nice of you. So with the body and the desk being weighed down from my head, the desk, I was falling off of my seat, and then the desk was falling down with me, and then I fell down on the floor, and then the desk fell right on my head, and it hurt really bad. And then everybody was really worried because they thought for a moment that I was dead because I wasn't moving for a solid like 10 or 15 seconds or so. And then thankfully this was near the end of class, and yeah, thankfully this was near the end of class, and so right after class, the teacher just like came up to me and says, "Okay, lesson learned. Do not sleep in class, otherwise that stuff is gonna happen to you." And yeah, so then every time I was about to fall asleep, because I will admit my 9th grade geography class was really boring. The teacher, well, there were times where my teacher was talking about some interesting things, but there are also other times where teachers can ramble on and then eventually just start to lose interest in what the teacher's talking about. And so every time every other time where I'm about to fall asleep and the teacher sees me, he says, "Be careful. Remember what happened last time?" Yeah, I remember what happened last time. But anyway, that is going to be it for this episode of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. And next time, we are going to check out what is actually, you know what? Let's get this out of the way now, because yeah, Cipher was witnessed transporting things in this area. It's impossible to go any further. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, time to go back to Phenac City, I guess. I wonder how I was able to get my scooter like unstuck to make my way back to Phenac City. Wow. Yeah, that's true. Oh. We've been asked to help locate a missing Pokemon. It was among those missing with the SS Libra. Please visit us in Pirate and speak with the missing Pokemon's owner. Okay. Alright, well, I will do that next time. So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. And next time we're going to go back to Pirate Town and see what we got in store for us. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.